Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. John Owen talks about sports and movies. Thank you for checking out today's video. I always appreciate the support. Let's get into it. So Obi-Wan Kenobi just dropped yesterday or wrapped up yesterday, so I'm going to answer the question through my review. Did it live up to the hype? Before I get into what I've got to say about it, make sure you guys leave your thoughts down in the comments below. What did you think of the show? Did you like it? Did it meet your expectations? Maybe it didn't. Whatever you've got to say about it, make sure you leave it down below. Like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss out on any of the fun. And I'm going to issue a spoiler warning just in case you haven't seen any of it or you're all the way through. If you're not, save this video and come back. But if not, let's get into it. What are my overall thoughts on the show? I think it was good, not great. Which admittedly is a little disappointing because I really wanted this to be like this all-star. This is Disney's, like, this is I'm showing you I'm capable of doing great Star Wars. And they've done a little bit, but like this could have been an absolute epic, awesome project. And I think it just ended up just being good. I don't think it's bad. I think it's just good. I think it's solid. It's a good, solid entry, which from literally 95% of other media in this world, I'd be like, cool, great, awesome. It was good. Yeah, it was good, but this was Obi-Wan Kenobi we're talking about. The show that a lot of people have been anticipating for a really long time. This is the type of project that so many people have wanted. And I think it just ends up being good. Outside of the show, things that aren't the show's problem, but just things that I was personally a little disappointed with. Really, not that I expected this to be like Clone Wars Season 8 or a live-action Clone Wars show or anything like that. I'm not saying that. However, for Hayden Christensen to be as integral to the marketing of the show as he was, it is a little disappointing that Anakin doesn't have more time in the show. I honestly think like the show uses Anakin fine, or uses Hayden Christensen and Anakin fine. Admittedly, like whatever, that's fine. Like it's good, it's okay. But for the way that Hayden was marketed in this, was a real letdown. For the amount that we did get from him. But that's just my personal opinion. That's not the show's fault. But I just feel like the show could have gone higher over more duration of its runtime. And what I mean by that, there are some truly epic, awesome moments where like this show crushes it and they just nail it out of the park. I'm talking like some of the coolest, most awesome, epic things that's ever been in any Star Wars media. I really do think some of that exists. Vader and Reva's fight on Jablim or whatever that planet is called. That was an awesome fight. Basically, anytime Vader is on screen. Obi-Wan and Vader's final fight on, I don't know what that planet was, but that was awesome. That was so cool. And the dialogue and the interaction between the two of them was excellent. When Vader is dragging Obi-Wan through the fire, and it's like, your pain has just begun. Oh my gosh. I was sitting there terrified. And I think the show has some really, really, really... Oh, when Obi-Wan talks to Qui-Gon finally. I think the show has a lot of great, 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 great moments. But I don't know if it's great overall. I really think... before I get too critical, I'm super glad this exists because, I've been waiting for something like this. So I'm glad we got it. And I'm satisfied with what I got. I really am satisfied with what I got. It was good. It was a good piece of media. I'm here for that. Vader, I mean, he's just... What more can you say about Vader? He's just simply the greatest villain of all time. Arguably the most iconic movie character of all time. And Disney really knows what they're doing with Darth Vader. They may not know what they're doing with all of Disney, but they know how to use Darth Vader properly, and I love it. And I'm here for it. Disney, Give us a rated R Vader movie. Come on, give us a Vader movie. Let's do it. Just buck up. You know what you're doing. Let's go. But Vader and Obi-Wan, great. Ewan McGregor does a great job as Obi-Wan. I think he does a great job playing this kind of more jaded, reflective Obi-Wan Kenobi, who's maybe not as charismatic and witty as the Clone Wars era Kenobi that we first saw McGregor play. I think Ewan does a great job. His voice was a little different, like a tiny, tiny bit different, but um, that wasn't whatever. I think Ewan does a great job. I love the way this show contextualizes Leia and Obi-Wan's relationship. I mean, I think the show does a fantastic job with that. Because in New Hope, we don't really know why Leia would have thought to turn to Obi-Wan, other than the fact that like I don't know if ghost stories is the right word, but like she's heard about Obi-Wan kind of through the grapevine or through her dad, stuff like that. But for them to go on this whirlwind adventure together really puts into perspective how much Ben means to Leia. And so I loved that. I thought it was a great portrayal of what Leia would be as a 10-year-old. I thought it was great. I thought the actress that played little Leia was fantastic. I thought Leia was great in this. It was good. It was good. It was great. It was not what I was expecting, nor was I expecting her to stick around that long. But I thought they portrayed how a 10-year-old who's as headstrong as Leia is would be. I thought that was great. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, going to Fortress Inquisitoris, awesome. Love that for Fallen Order. Seeing Vader's castle, I freaking love Vader's castle, dude. I don't know, there's something about it that's just so cool. And we went there twice. It was awesome. Freaking lost my mind when we went to Vader's castle. It was so cool. What's some other good things about the show? I thought. Oh, hold on, I lost my train of thought. Anyways, so there was a lot of a lot of good to the show. I'm not trying to sit here and act like I didn't like it, because I did. But that doesn't mean that I'm not just a little disappointed in it. I just think, let me talk about some things I didn't like. I really think if the show, at any point that the show is not having like a super sweet, sincere moment between Obi-Wan and Leia, or anything that's Vader related, whether that be Vader and Reva or Vader and Obi-Wan, I think the show just drags a little bit, and that stuff is nowhere near as compelling. Like I think Tala and Rokin and kind of everyone else they run into are fine, but they're just fine. I don't know the actor's name, but the guy that plays Kingo in Eternals, that whole storyline, it's just okay. I think all the subplots are just okay. And I don't expect them to be as compelling as like the main entanglement between Obi-Wan and Vader. But, I expect them to be at least half compelling. And I just really didn't think they were. I don't know. It was just, they were just okay. What really is a little frustrating about this show? Well, hold on. First off, the fact that all of a sudden everyone can survive a lightsaber stab to the stomach is really, really infuriating. I think it just makes Qui-Gon's death look kind of stupid, almost, in a way, because it's like, well, if Reva and the Grand Inquisitor and Kylo Ren and all of them can survive stabs to the stomach, why couldn't Qui-Gon? Qui-Gon is one of the greatest Jedi we have in canon. You tell me he couldn't survive a stab to the stomach? And I understand Rey used Force healing to heal Kylo Ren, but like, the Grand Inquisitor survived off of revenge and the fact that he had two stomachs, and Reva survived purely off of her rage. Which I guess understandable. I guess Darth Maul did, but I don't think I don't think that's a good reason for Darth Maul to have survived. I don't know if that's reasonable. I'm glad Darth Maul came back, but I don't know if that's a perfectly reasonable, like, whatever. And it's fiction. Like, they can make up whatever rules they want, but it is a little frustrating, that the fact that Qui-Gon, who was this pivotal figure in the entire Skywalker saga, because if he would have survived and trained Anakin, we don't have Vader, we don't have the Empire, we don't have any of that. The whole slate of the galaxy could have been completely different. And I understand he had to die just for the plot, but it just kind of makes it look kind of invalidates his not invalidates, just kind of makes his death look a little stupid, which I don't really like. I just don't understand how people, they just like survive of pure will. Like getting stabbed to the stomach when we've seen someone die getting stabbed to the stomach. Who's more important in the story than the Grand Inquisitor or Reva, but that's fine. But speaking of Reva, I felt like they were so close with Reva. Oh, they're so close with Reva. They were so, 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 so close. I really feel like in episodes 5 and 6, they do a lot of heavy lifting, and I think Reva's a lot more interesting, I think in 5 and 6, Reva's great. Her teaming with Obi-Wan to try to set a trap for Vader was great. Her motivation to be, as one of the younglings that survived Order 66 and had to watch Vader slaughter all of her friends. I think that's a great motivation. I just think the writing for her is a lot better in episodes 5 and 6. So by the time we're leading up to 4, she just kind of seems like this, like she's just an okay character, But, they were so close. I feel like Reva is just a personification of everything that I don't like about the show. They were so close. They were so close. They were so close to greatness. Just like that Rogue One line. We were so close to greatness. And I think it just falls just a little short, which admittedly wouldn't matter if I wasn't so excited for this project. But the fact that it does just really, it kind of makes me, it just disappoints me. Because like I said, I'm not saying what we got is bad, or this show sucks because we didn't get 6 episodes of Clone War flashbacks. I'm not saying that. By the way, the Anakin flashback was great. But I just feel like this show was just good, and I really wanted it to be great because I knew it had the potential to. So now we're gonna get into some episode rankings. So coming in at number 6, part 2. I really don't remember much about this episode. It was just a chase sequence on a really weird planet. So it was just okay. Part 1. It was super exciting to see Obi-Wan back. Get the introduction of Reva and all that. It was a good, solid episode. Part 4. When they go and attack the Fortress Inquisitoris. Obi-Wan got his groove back in this episode. Man, he was going to work on everybody, and I loved that. It was a good, solid rescue. Just run-of-the-mill rescue. And Vader's great moment with Reva at the end was awesome. Episode 3, part 3. It was great to see just Leia and Obi-Wan just get to interact with each other. Their dynamic's great. And that moment at the end, or Vader and Obi-Wan's first fight, and just watching Vader absolutely destroy Obi-Wan was so epic. And then this part in the fire, literally, I was shell-shocked. I was like so scared. Number 2, part 5. I really think this show has, or this episode's got a super lot of great moments. Vader was putting in absolute work this episode. Him pulling down that whole ship, outstanding. Him and Reva's fight was so good, man. That one of the best fights. Just an absolute great duel. Getting Vader / Anakin flashbacks with Hayden Christensen, great. Just bring up that a little more in the rest of the show. And then number 1, the finale. This fight right here is a truly epic, great fight. I don't know if it's quite as good as the Mustafar fight, but it is great, super fantastic. Reva's consideration, that's not a word, but her ending to her heart with Luke was a really sweet moment. the Qui-Gon moment, saying hello there to Luke, Obi-Wan talking to Padme about all the traits she got from, or talking to Leia about all the traits she got from Padme and Anakin was super sweet as well. And I think it easily clocks in as the best episode. So my overall thoughts is just when the show goes high, it absolutely crushes it. Beta and Obi-Wan's dynamics out of this world. There's some truly insane and epic moments, but outside of those truly great shots in time, the show just falls a little flat. It drags on. Everything outside of like Obi-Wan and Vader and Reva is nowhere near as compelling. It's maybe not what I was hoping for, just expectation-wise, but it's still a good entry. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10, but it's so close to greatness. But thank you guys for watching my video. Like I said earlier, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss out on any of the fun. Check out the link content. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I personally did, and I'm excited to see if we're going to get more Obi-Wan in the future. But you guys have a great day.